I'm good.
What's going on, Nellie?
What's up? All right, jump into questions for Coach.
Max Murin seems to be really kind of light things up here ever since the Iowa State duel. What have you seen out of him and his bonus point production this season?
I think when he keeps it fast and there's pizzazz in his wrestling, I think he's pretty good. There's things that have gone on with this team that, we've had to wade through some stuff, and he's had to wade through some stuff. And if there was propaganda, if this program was about propaganda, you would advertise it because that wasn't him out there in that loss he had. All that being said, he's a warrior first and foremost. He's always game. He brings a big stick, and it really doesn't matter how he feels. So for me to say what I just said, to him, it doesn't matter. But when you're not, up to top, feeling good, and he doesn't complain. I mean, not once. Very similar to Brandon Sorensen. No maintenance, no drama. Just go out and do your job.
Is there a part of his wrestling that he's kind of involved with? I think a lot of people, have seen him be physical. The joke was leading with his face a lot. He'd be bruised and cut up. But it seems like he's maybe kind of varied a little bit more in his attacks.
I think that, he brings the wood, and he's pretty diverse as well. So he can be physical, and I think he definitely, he comes from Strip Matter Club, and they certainly have high wrestling IQ. So, yeah.
Friday's duel is the 300th, I think, wrestling duel at Carver. When you hear that number, what kind of runs through your mind?
Tradition, history, the present, and the future. Most importantly, we got to keep a good thing going. We have a fan base that's showed up not 1 year, season ticket sellout, 2 years in a row, season ticket sellout. And, last year that buzz with that team carried the sales. And then this year, we had a lot of new guys to replace. And so our fans have showed up. But we got to do our job too. So that's what goes through my mind.
Your earliest memory of Carver, because it opened, I think, before you got to campus, right? As a student athlete?
83, I believe. My earliest memory of Carver is Iowa Public Television, and then knowing the history. And, Tim Riley had the first win in here in a dual meet against the University of Oklahoma in 1983. And when you hear Gable and even Riley and, some of the now old-timers talk about it, there was still dust on the floor, and as the duel went on and guys were getting slammed on the mat, the dust started to rise, and it was a dusty, kind of like there was fog in the air because the construction had just got done, and actually they were late in their construction, if my facts are correct, where I believe it was supposed to be a men's basketball game that was supposed to be the first event, but they weren't ready to open, and so it was deferred to University of Iowa and the University of Oklahoma dual meet. So Tim Riley gets the honors, and he had a win, and it might have been lopsided.
It seems kind of fitting that first event that's held in that building is wrestling, and now it's one of the premier, the mecca of wrestling.
Well, it's a house that Gable built, and it's no secret that Roy Carver Sr. was a huge Gable fan, and the history there. So, yeah, I agree. We got a dual meet with Northwestern. We got to be ready. We'll see what our lineup looks like. We may have some fill-ins, and the funny thing is with some of these fill-ins is, you know, you're not wanting to ruin certifications, so, you know, we got guys sometimes, you know, weighing in at a, you know, one weight and wrestling up a weight, and that's just the way the rules are, so. Those weigh-in certification rules, you know, they're strict, so we gotta do it right. So that's what we're looking forward to. Appreciate it, thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, and Mira's coming out?
Yep.
All right, good, thanks. Thanks. Mira! No, you freaking